When I was a young kid, I used to play a lot of Flash games on free.com. Mind you, this was 2017. So considering that I'm a late zoomer, I was a little late to the party. I played all sorts of games on that site. Intrusion, Zombotron. We'd be here all day listing everything I played on that good old site. One day though, I got bored. I pretty much played every single game on that site by that point. So I decided to venture out and search for more Flash games. I went on Google Images, scrolling for a bit, when this image piqued my interest. A cool soldier looking guy with a futuristic rifle, accompanied with the text Plasma Burst 2. I immediately clicked on that image and was taken to the official site of PB2. And let's just say that changed my life.
Mario.
The original Plasma Burst Forwards to the Past is a side-scroll shooter Flash game developed by Ukrainian developer Eric Gert on coolbody.com, rest in peace, which was released on March 24th, 2009. How much the month before I was born. The story revolves around Marine, a space soldier sent by Correction 9 along with his friend Nora Lime to correct the course of events that led to the planet of his race being almost destroyed. However, due to an error in the calculations, he was sent to the wrong place, separated from his friend. He must now go through multiple enemy bases to get back to him. Marine gets teleported to a base operated by enemy guards and goes through multiple levels slaughtering them, along with cyborgs called grubs. Why do I talk like this? He collects weapons on the way, like automatic shotguns and rocket launchers, and upgrades his armor. Also, for some reason the guards and grubs fought with each other once, I don't know why. After numerous levels, Marine reunites with Nora Line, and they go looking for another way of transportation. The one way Nora Line found is a ship located in a base of a completely different alien faction called the Falcox. They go on a trip destroying drones that are following them, and suddenly their car stops right next to the base Nora mentioned. They go on about killing multiple Falcox together, then split up to completely clear the base from all enemies. Marine goes on a path where he fights Phoenix Falcox, which are a pain in the ass to kill if you don't use grenades, and after that he reunites once again with Noir. They open the door, only to reveal a huge sword bug. Noir Lime gives up and gets killed by it, leaving Marine the one to destroy it. He just presses the button and crushes the robot. Very climactic!
See, Razvan, I used to have music. Stupid bitch.
Marine drags Nora Lime's body to the ship, but for some reason, he doesn't want to get in it.
Wait, leave me here. I am one to enter cabin only for one.
I don't say farewell.
Marine flees the planet and goes back to Earth, ending plasma burst forward to the past. Forwards. I hope you guys are enjoying this slop video. I know it's my first real video I've ever made, but I don't know, I kind of feel forced to make this, especially given the fact that I'm reading off a script. Whatever. 2 years later, in 2011, the sequel called Plasma Burst 2 would drop. Marine crashes into Earth in a life capsule, somehow without the plasma cannon and rocket launcher. I don't know why. He forgot. But this time with 2 new abilities, kinetic power and time warp, which is really OP. He meets 3 new enemy factions. The first one being the Civil Security, which are human soldiers that are trying to protect the Earth against the Usurpation Force, an extraterrestrial alien faction that is trying to achieve global domination. There are sentient androids as well, developed by the CS that went rogue, and they can get pretty hefty if you don't react in time. In level 21, you get a new clone that the player is able to switch over with the tab button and goes on together, slaughtering enemies way more easily. But in the next level, the clone just backstabs Marine. I think I've heard of this before. Later in the story, we get revealed to a new protagonist called Proxy, who is fleeing from a civil security base. Marine and Proxy eventually meet up, and the player regains the ability to switch heroes. In level 38, we learn that the experimental portal C9 made was the biggest mistake ever, and more than 2,700 years of human life were abolished in a single day, really reminiscent of the 7-hour war from Half-Life 2. After a few more levels, a ship crashes down in front of Marine and Proxy, which reveals none other than Elon Musk! In the last level, Marine gets sent to kill drone corvettes and a few usurpation destroyers, after which the gang steps together on a portal with Nora Lime exclaiming, "Forward to the past." The screen fades to white, with the hint text saying, "To be continued," which concludes Plasma Burst 2. Oh, and there's this unique 40-second level where you play as an android trying to escape a chamber by pressing on buttons for the gates to open, while killing civil security ghosts, which many have used as a template for the Plasma Burst 3 custom map series concept. Speaking of custom maps, one major feature Plasma Burst 2 has that other Flash games don't is a fully functioning multiplayer feature. With something like that, you expect big YouTubers making oh my fucking god, why did I put YouTube 2 times here? I'm such a retard. I'm such a fat fucking chud. With something like that, you would expect big YouTubers making gameplay vids back in the day, like PewDiePie, Jacksepticeye, but nope. Plasma Burst is relatively niche, so you had to be there back in the day to really find out about PB2 yourself. Well, at least we got the ROM gamers.
Fucked up in a crib watching the ROM gamers.
Plasma Burst 2 has a fully functioning level editor like Happy Wheels, but with so-called triggers. These triggers have about 10 slots of parameters and actions which you can choose from the selection menu. One special thing about triggers is that you have an action type called variables, or simply vars. These variables can store value with other triggers, which other triggers can manipulate after certain requests. I was too dumb to ever use them though. All my old maps were dog shit. There was a huge variety of maps. There were saw maps, where you had to go through obstacle courses and rely on others to revive you if you die. Boss fighting maps, raiding maps, roleplay maps like schools and hotels. Zombie escape maps, sniper maps, real-life war simulators, base maps, you name it. Roleplay servers were the funniest shit ever. They were I turned into Turn into a gnome. They were just servers filled with dumbass kids roaming killing. I put that in the fucking script. Roaming killing each other and spamming slurs in the chat that haven't been used since Caligula got his ass beat. Some popular maps I'd like to mention were PAL 308 Base, which is pretty much the GM construct of Plasma Boost, MDMR Zombies, which is a really good one, and it's on the thumbnail. Yeah, that's all. You're gonna have to search the rest for yourself. Plasma Burst 2 also has clans, just like Roblox, or at least old Roblox. Many wars were waged by clans against one another. Some clans even nuked other clans' communication servers by making burner accounts. Shit was crazy. Okay. I got a lot of memories in this game, so let me tell you guys about them. Story time with Biscuit Buddy! One of the earliest memories is when I was just a guest in a multiplayer. Again with the Irish accent? I'm not fucking Irish, I'm Serbian. Fjäven? Fjäters? I was just a guest in a multiplayer saw match. I got stuck between two walls while everyone else in the match died. And I remember the whole chat went ballistic, with half of them telling me to go fuck off and leave, while the others were miserably telling me how to perform one of the most basic fundamentals.
What the fuck did you just say? Are you a retarded?
Okay, calm down. I don't mean that.
Good.
As I was saying, people were either really toxic kids or helpful. No in between. Next one is a real doozy, so strap in. Around the same time, I made a match on PAL 308 base. However, I didn't place a password for the match, which made me have no admin powers. Many other people joined, and it was relatively peaceful, until this one guy came. Now, from what I remember, his username was something like "My name is Jeff", but on his profile, it says he hasn't been active since 2015, which doesn't make sense because this which doesn't make sense because this oh my god, because this incident took place in like 2017 or 2018. This dude legit gathered every other person in a match, and they all collectively kicked me out of my own match. These dudes got me fucked up like Louis the 16th. It was the first time I ever felt betrayal in life. It was devastating. I haven't been the same ever since that incident. The very first friend group I ever was a part of was from Plasma Burst 2. It's been half a year, and I don't want to talk about it really, besides the fact that I met my roll the conclusion. I don't know what else to talk about. Okay. Plasma Burst is one of a kind. Yeah, I'm gonna sound like a millennicuck, but I'm truly glad I got to experience the internet before all this mass AI brain rot shit popped up. There have been other, but what was I trying to say? There have been other videos about Plasma Burst 2 that are way better, and you should go check them out. I'm not gonna link them though. What, did you think I'm gonna shill? No, I'm not gonna shill. But it's okay, because this is my first video, and I get a pass on doing that. Just, ignore how I actually have potential. And don't subscribe, because I'm gonna be talking about the most random shit ever. One day, I can be talking about Trump. The other day, I can be talking about 5 fuck nights and shit. Okay, but for you, don't subscribe, because on this channel, I'm going to be talking about a whole variety of stuff. And, I don't want you guys to be mad at me. That would be really bad. Really bad. I don't know how to end this, so I'm just gonna start you.
Blame the autocorrector, not me. Yeah, you definitely have no neurons.